Leak points to 25 upcoming 14th gen desktop CPUs from Intel. If recent reports are to be believed, Intel's 14th General Raptor Lake Refresh CPUs should be available in October. Intel hasn't yet officially announced these new CPUs, but a new leak has detailed a full range of SKUs, including a few surprises. You should have a solid notion of the specs for the trio of K-series processors by now. Non-K models specs, on the other hand, were still mostly unknown up until now. That has changed thanks to Yuikians, who has shared what looks to be the entire Raptor Lake Refresh desktop product stack and respective specs. All the data on the table is based on specifications for qualification samples, so things may differ slightly in retail samples. According to the table, Intel will continue to use only 3 different dies in the new series: the B0 die, 8P16E, C0, 8P plus 8E, and H0, 6P plus 0E. The table also confirms that only the Core i7 CPUs will get an increase in the core count, now featuring 12E cores. As for other changes, the clock speeds of the Core i9, Core i5, and Core i3 CPUs have been increased slightly. The specs for the Core i5-14400 aren't clear. The table shows that it might be designed with a 6P plus 8E configuration or a 6P plus 4E configuration, but it's unclear which one it ends up with. Moreover, Intel is also launching 2 entry-level chips, the Intel 300 and 300T. Our guess is that these will replace the current Intel Pentium Gold and Celeron CPUs that belong to the Alder Lake series. The memory support of these chips is also worth mentioning. Rumors claim Raptor Lake Refresh would support DDR5 6400 natively, but the leaked specs suggest otherwise. As it seems, memory support on Raptor Lake Refresh remains mostly unchanged. All CPUs support DDR4 3200, but DDR5 compatibility varies from chip to chip. Up to the Core i5-14500 CPUs, they are limited to DDR5 4800. Starting with the Core i5-14600 and above, the upcoming CPUs support DDR5 5600. Lastly, there's EEC memory support, which is a bit tricky. The Core i9-14900, i7-14700, i5-14600, and i5-14500 CPUs and lettered variants have it, but the F and KF variants do not. EEC memory is also not supported by any Core i3-14100 and i5-14400 CPUs, but the Intel 300 and Intel 300T do.